several experts. In order to transport it out of Vistic, it's the OSAUR to the zoo. Not only did they have the local government dispatch police cars to clear the way, but also had a whole team of SWAT officers escort the convoy. Just as the group was nearing the zoo, several sneaky figures suddenly appeared. The late police car came to an abrupt stop. The individuals turned and fled upon seeing the police car. The criminal police captain didn't hesitate for a second. Immediately rushed out of the vehicle. Quick! These guys are suspicious. Apprehend them first. Gun in hand, the captain charged forward. Several team members quickly followed suit. The sound of brakes screeched once more. The rear of the convoy, a Saber-2 Tigris Alt-Anti-Riot vehicle, moved to the front. Armed SWAT team members poured out in succession. In less than half a minute, the three were completely surrounded. Hearing that the suspects were gone, Su Yuan, sitting in the coaster, couldn't resist his curiosity, and went over to see the commotion. But when he arrived at the scene, he was stunned, only to see the suspects cradling a blue tiger cub in their arms. Just then, Su Yuan's phone rang. Xiao Yuan, our zoo's been robbed. The blue tiger cub's been stolen. Su Yuan looked at the surrounded individuals, and the blue tiger cub in their embrace, feeling both amused and exasperated. Old man, don't worry. They've already been caught. As he spoke, Su Yuan switched the voice call to a video call. Su Jiangwo immediately spotted the thief among the crowd. Even though the guy was wrapped up like a Zongzi, the old man could still sense the stench through the screen. Knew it was these Japs. Had a feeling this guy was up to no good during the day. Arrest them. Sentence them to death, execute them. All right, old man. You stay put at home. We're on our way back. Got a big haul this time, leaving the old man in suspense. Su Yuan hung up the phone. That darn kid. Dared to hang up on me. But what did he mean by a big gain? Dad, you got a new phone. Yeah, must have cost a lot. What money? I've been cleaning up the house lately. Found a lot of unused stuff covered in dust. Didn't have time to sell them one by one before, and didn't want to bother with haggling. So I just called Wan's one for a pickup. Had them all packed and recycled. Didn't expect these consoles, cameras, projectors, etc. to add up to 6,000 or 7,000. Honestly, who doesn't have some unused stuff at home? If you want an easy way to deal with it, I highly recommend Wan's one. The roar of car engines could be heard in the distance. Hearing the noise, old man Su and the other person immediately walked over. They saw a group of police and SWAT officers discussing something inside the zoo. Old man Su quickly walked up to Su Yuan. Director Su, we will set up a police post at your zoo later, with officers on rotating shifts. But the biggest issue right now is the many blind spots in surveillance. I'll report it later. My idea is to link the zoo surveillance to the city security network, so if anything happens, we can know immediately. Su Yuan nodded as he listened, truly worthy of being the head of the criminal police. This deployment is so thorough. Police post linked to the security network. Xiao Yuan, what does this mean? Our zoo just caught a thief. Is it necessary for the police to move in? Old man, of course not. We're just moving in. I'm just here to deliver something. And check the situation. The real deployment is up to the military. Whoa, the military? Don't worry, you'll find out soon. As Su Yuan waved his hand, one transport vehicle after another arrived. A transport vehicles. The rear car door was opened. A large crocodile charged straight over. Is this the place the Immortal Master mentioned? With free food and accommodation. This is amazing. The crocodile found a big rock, flipped its butt over, and just lay flat. Then another transport car door was opened. Two Bai dolphins leapt down. Amid their calls, the Bai that spat water earlier swam to circles in the water, seeming quite satisfied with the environment. This is a Bai dolphin. There's even a pink one. This, before the old man could finish his words. A Chinese paddlefish was also released, while the old man and others nearby were stunned. Yangtze River Chinese paddlefish. Xiao Yuan, is this the Yangtze River Chinese paddlefish? No wonder so many police came. Even the military is stationed here. So, it's because the Chinese paddlefish was discovered. Old man, you guessed wrong this time. The paddlefish is the reason for the military's presence, but not the main reason. There's another animal. That's the key point. Boring? Are there other animals? Well puzzled, they saw the last vehicle. This one was different from the previous ones, even inside the zoo. There were still guards stationed by it. One after another, thumping sounds came from the container walls. The impacts were powerful and fierce. Su Jiangwo and the other were wide-minded aside by now, curious what the final animal could be. Towards such a grand setup, Su Yuan didn't keep them in suspense. Directly had the card opened. A massive fish leapt straight into the water. The old man, being well Midas traveled, recognized the creature at a glance. Holy crap, it's actually an Ichthyosaur. Didn't Ichthyosaurs go extinct? And millions of years ago at that. How is it appearing again? Extinct. They definitely went extinct. However, experts say this Ichthyosaur is atavistic. As for why it's atavistic, no one knows. but experts compared the genes. The similarity reached 90-9%. My god, this can completely be said to be an already extinct Ichthyosauр. Our red dragon zoo has been operating for over 50 years. This is the first time receiving such an astonishing animal, but Zhaoyuan, for an Ichthyosauр, isn't our aquarium a bit too small? No big problem. In a couple of days, urban construction personnel will come to dig an artificial lake of 50-60 acres. By then, the Ichthyosauр and other large aquatic creatures can all be raised there. But our current funds probably aren't enough for the construction, right? No problem, we don't have to pay. Su Yuan looked at Su Jianguo. Smiling, he recounted the conditions previously proposed by the experts. The state will cover it. Are we making a huge profit then? Just as they were talking, the husky raised in the zoo started barking and ran over. When the dog got closer, Su Yuan then saw. The husky actually had something in its mouth. It was something about 20 centimeters long. The lower part was a long wooden handle. At the top was a metal cylinder twice as wide as the handle. No sooner had he seen what it was, and Su Yuan was dumbfounded. Look, I found a treasure. What kind of treasure is this? This freaking thing is a grenade.